Come on down and try out the new human burger.
Clearly from the thumbnail and the title, you know what we're about to be getting into. So let's just go ahead and get into this.
Join me, Thundercats.
So, oh my god. I knew that was going to happen.
Eesh.
We're jumping straight into this thing. I just really hope that some figure company can produce or reveal at the least one of these figures this year. Actually showing it in physical form, phenomenal. I'd be all over it. Oh, but let's just get into this thing. And I definitely want to say that I had an extremely fun time coming up with this list. I had to go through all my old wizards. Bro, if you don't know what wizard is, Google it. I got a ton of them still. Jack Russell is definitely going to be the number one for me coming out of the gate. We are so long overdue for a Werewolf by Night figure that it is literally ridiculous. And there's so many possibilities as to which way that Hasbro can go with this. Bro, there are just so many different iterations on which way they could take this. I mean, they can go big and beefy with a long muzzle. We can go skinnier and more toned with a more snub-nosed muzzle. I mean, the last iteration we got was 2006. I think we are definitely due for a new one. Me personally, I think I'm going definitely for more of the snub-nosed classic look. He's just so fierce. Now, if it's up to me, I want to see two heads. I want to see a teeth together snarling face, and I also want to see a wide open mouth. Even if they don't go comic version, I'll take the MCU. There was nothing wrong with this version, dude. This version was fire. Maybe it'll happen. Hope to God. Midnight Sun's got to be completed, right? Oh, we are so long overdue for some Monster Squad figures. Easily one of the top 5 80s films of all time. It baffles me as to how no company has ever gotten the rights to make these figures, because holy sh**. I personally feel that every single Stan Winston creature he's ever developed for a film needs to be in figure form. He's a legend for a reason. Every creature he ever makes is phenomenal. They're memorable, they're classic, they are long-lasting, they stand the test of time. Just look at Predator. Now, there have been a lot of Swamp Thing figures to come out over the last, 30-ish years, but none have ever been from the movies. And I really think that Todd McFarlane needs to make that change. Now, I don't know if it's wrong of me to assume that most cult classic horror fans and comic fans alone want to see these iterations. I mean, there's just something so joyful about how easy and cheap this suit is. If people are chomping at the bit to get some TMNT3 figures, I think we can get some Swamp Things. And for me personally, this is my Swamp Thing. And let's just say that McFarlane does get the rights to do Return of Swamp Thing figures. With his size, scope, and overall detail, this is guaranteed to be a straight killer, bro. And let's just say he wants to expand the line. There are so many monsters and creatures in both of these films. Give me all the monsters and creatures. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not trying to be a McFarlane heavy person, but it's a DC character and he owns the rights. Anybody out there who doesn't know who the Weird is, I hope I'm introducing you to one of the coolest characters that you've never heard of and you only wish you would have. In a nutshell, in his human form of Walter Langley, he can control the density of his body and anything he comes in contact with. He flies on magnetic currents. He is literally so OP, I think I know exactly why no one ever really talks about him, or he's been expanded further in the future comics. But he is a definite threat to the Justice League. He is a definite threat to Superman. He is pretty much his counterpart equal and can go toe-to-toe with him 100%. And for these reasons, I want to see him in an action figure form. So McFarlane, if you're watching this, and we know that you are, please make this figure. Send it to me. I'll do a reveal video for you. Now, I know a lot of people don't know who Vector Man is. Unless you're an old gamer or you grew up in the 90s, this is going to escape you, but let me tell you about it. This final stage of the first level is one of the most iconic core memories that I have. How much fun this game was unbelievable. I mean, you're just an android made of a bunch of balls, blast and shit. You got weapons in your hands, you are a weapon, you pick up weapons, it's awesome. Rocket boosters and everything. And it's a simple enough concept. I mean, he's just an android made of a bunch of balls. Find a clever way to fill in the gap between each one of them. Give him some articulated fingers. I mean, you got a sleeper hit figure that is guaranteed to sell. And I mean, they're doing Biker Mice from Mars, Barnyard Commandos. 90s are coming back, baby. I mean, when was the last time you saw a robot juggle? I rest my case. Now we're jumping into one of my all-time grail figures. I have loved this character since '94. Throwback to the Wizard magazine, this is how I found out about Scud, bro. It's its exaggerated features. I absolutely love them. I love it. I mean, this is the bad guy of Scud. He's got a light socket head, mousetrap hands, mouths on his knees, and hands for feet. The art style is very bonkers, like the Max, the Tick, if you know Earthworm Jim. Scud fits into that world of obscure character designs. Not even to mention all the different designs that Scud goes through in the comics. So you have options for multiple releases, different versions and variants. Oh my god, I want it! Now we've already gotten one Scud, and I sorely missed out on this figure when it was released, and it is astronomical in price at the moment. But I'm thinking, bro, if AnalogToys can jump on this, I know AnalogToys would make such a phenomenal Scud figure. I mean, clearly, we all know what they're doing with Street Fighter, Mega Man, Chester Cheeto, Universal Monsters. I'm not going to go on all of them, but AnalogToys can knock this out. And even if somehow they could make this figure, bro, tell me one person who would not buy that. Now get the hell out of here. No, don't really. Stay. I got more to talk about. Oh boy, hope that didn't scare you. Now I'm just going to cut right to the shit. Right, we need this version of Hulk in action figure form. Pronto. I don't believe any toy company so far has released a Hulk this good, this accurate to the first two Avengers movies. All new everything. This is the closest thing we've gotten. Boo. They need to work with the size too. They need to make sure that he scales 100% perfectly with this scene. Granted, he's a little hunched, but Thor comes right to his nipple. Eyebrow to nipple. Give us the detail of his muscularity. Give us the detail and paint in his face. Give us that brow, man. I can't stress the brow enough. Every Hulk figure from Hasbro is trash.
Oh.
Alright, short and sweet. We are never going to see this team in action figure form completed. I mean, I don't know if it's Fox's decision. I don't know if it's the individual actors themselves. But I mean, NECA did Carl Weathers before. If anybody knows the real reason, then just drop the explanation in the comments below. Because I'm dying to know over here. And I guess kit bashes and customs are going to be my way to go. SH Figure Arts, listen up. You have made so many amazing Spider-Man figures from the Across the Spider-Verse saga. Perfection, screen accurate almost to a T. Y'all even made Spider-Ham. Granted, he's a solid brick, but still, he comes with all this. I got this fella myself coming in the next day or so. This guy should be arriving at my doorstep in the next day or so. Boo! I still can't understand why no one's tackled Spot yet. I mean, we have all of these. Most obscure, amazing. I mean, these are all literally top of their game figures. SH Figure Arts would do him justice, the absolute best. Now I'm giving a big shout out to Life with Brock. If anybody doesn't know him or follow him on all social media, go follow Life with Brock. He made an amazing Spot custom about 6 or 7 years ago. And me being the Spot fan I am, I mean, Marvel Legends, they killed it. This is one of the best Marvel Legends of last year. I mean, I'll go toe-to-toe with anybody who thinks otherwise. But his articulation wasn't the best. That's where SHF comes in. I know they would be able to take this character to a whole new level and a fun factor that is yet to be discovered. But if it ever happens, I will discover exactly how amazing this figure could be. And the whole figure would have to be interchangeable and detachable so you could have him going through all the different spot portals and everything. One day, baby.
So if you like this list and any of my figure choices, let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know what figures you want to see made that haven't been announced yet. Okay, bye.